Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the termination of translation. Translation, or it is commonly known as a biosynthesis of protein. So biosynthesis of protein is basically classified into the three steps. It is the initiation, elongation and last one, that is a termination. Termination, it is a stop, it is a process in which the protein synthesis will be terminated or to stop. So the termination, during the elongation process, when there is a termination codon at the A site of the ribosome, then release factor will be come in contact with the at the A site. During the process of elongation or enlargement of the amino acid chain, the specific release factor or termination codons are must to terminate the specific process. So initial requirement is that there it is an termination codon. During the process of elongation, when the specific termination codon is come at the A site, then the release factor will be come in contact with also A site. Then the specific termination codons are UAG, UAA and UGA. These are the three termination codon, nonsense codon or stop codon. These are commonly known as a termination codon as well as nonsense codon or stop codon. So these three types or three amino acids codons are classified into the two classes. It is a class 1 and class 2. These are classified in class 1 and class 2. Class 1, they have highest affinity. Class 1, they have the highest affinity to release factor 1 and lowest affinity to release factor 2. There are two release factor, RF1 and RF2. So the class RF1 binding codons are UAG and UAA, and also RF2 they have the two termination codon, that is a UGA and UAA. So the UAA, they have the common in both classes. So UAA, it is accepted by the both class 1 and RF1 and RF2, and class 2 consists RF3 GDP. Class 2 consists RF3 GDP. RF3, it is also one of the important release factor. So there are three release factor: release factor 1, release factor 2 and release factor 3. In the process of initiation, there are initiation factor 1, 2 and 3. In case of the elongation process, there are elongation factor temperature unstable and elongation factor temperature stable. And in case of the termination, there are release factors, that is a release factor 1, release factor 2 and release factor 3. So release factor 1 and 2 are comes under the class 1, and RF3 or release factor 3 is comes under the class 2. So RF1 have the highest affinity to UAG and UAA, and RF2 they have the lowest affinity to UGA and UAA. But the UAE is common into the both cases. So the during the termination process, or during the at the time of when the termination codon is comes in contact with the site A of ribosomes, there it is an beginning to stop the biosynthesis of proteins. In this case, the structure like this. It is a smaller subunit. Smaller subunit that consists, there are three sites in E site, P site and A site. It is a E site, this is a P site, and then the P site, It is a site that consists of A site, B site and E site, and from there it is a DNA or sorry mRNA. It is a 5 prime site and it is a 3 prime site. At the A site there it is a specific codon on the like UAA. I am taking here the example UAA because it is same in both classes, both are release factors. UAA upon the UAA, when the specific A site consists the UAA, it is a termination codon. At that time the specific release factor will be come in contact with also A site. It is a release factor. Upon this there it is a RF3. They get converts into the GDP. They have the highest affinity to RF3. Upon this there it is a RF1 or below this it is a RF1 or RF2 because here the termination coordinate that is a UAA. So both are release factor, they have the affinity to UAA, and then the specific UAA, it is a termination codon at the A site. When it comes on the A site, at the time release factor also bind to the A site, and upon this the specific RF3 GDP get RF3 GDP is a in the active format. They will be responsible for the release of polypeptide chain. In the free form RF3 always bind to GDP because it has high affinity between them. But RF1 can add GTP on RF3 and convert it into RF3 GTP format or RF3 GTP form, and then the RF3 GTP bind to the 70S complex and release the polypeptide chain or growing polypeptide chain, and the RF3 it remain in RF3 GDP form. So in case of the termination it is a last step of translation or process of proteins. Termination to stop the growing polypeptide chain or to terminate the growing polypeptide chain. During the process of elongation, there it is a termination when the termination codon like UAA, UAG or UAGA, they will be comes in contact with the A site. The A site of ribosome or the specific release factor, they will also come in contact with. When the initial requirement is that specific termination codon when comes in contact with the A site, at that time the release factor will come on the A site also. The UAG, UAN, UGA, there are three termination codons. These are classified into the on the basis of affinity. These are classified into the binding on the basis of binding affinity. They are classified into the two factors, that is release factor 1 and release factor 2. Release factor 2, they have the affinity to UAG and UAA, and also RF2, they have the affinity to UGA and UAA. These are the specific release factors are classified into the two classes. It is a class 1 and class 2. So class 1, it is the first release factors, either it is RF1 or RF2. These are required for the binding of RF3. When without RF1 and RF2, the specific RF3 unable to bind to the A site. So initial requirement is that there it is a specific termination codon at the A site. After that, the binding of release factor 1 or 2, and after that the binding of release factor 3 GTP. There are three sites we have know that A site, P site and E site. At the E site, A site, there it is an UAA, it is a termination codon. Then the binding of RF2 or RF1 or RF2. Then the binding of RF3 GTP. RF3 GTP into the below into the specific discussion, it is clear that the free form of RF3 always bind to the GDP because it has the highest affinity to them. But RF1 or RF2 add the RF1 add the GTP on the RF3 and convert it into the RF3 GTP form, and then the RF3 GTP bind to the 70S complex and release the polypeptide chain, and then the RF3 it remain in a RF3 GDP format or RF3 GDP form, and here the completion of termination. By this way, the growing polypeptide chain, they will be terminated and they stop the process of bacterial translation. Here they completed the process of bacterial translation by the process of termination. So it is known as a termination of translation.